Ever wondered what really happens when former U.S. presidents come together behind closed doors? It's not just politics. It's a world of power, privacy, and secret gatherings that very few ever get to witness. Today, we're taking you inside the exclusive, secretive world of former U.S. presidents' private parties. Presidential gatherings have a long history. You might think that once a president leaves office, they're done with politics and can finally relax. Well, yes and no. While former presidents do step out of the limelight, they still hold a lot of influence, and they stay connected with each other.
There's always been a lot of questions about Bohemian Grove ever since Richard Nixon was caught on tape talking about it, since Alex Jones infiltrated it and gave us some shocking footage from inside. But this one is actually a much more pedestrian problem. Let's go ahead and put this up there on the screen.
These secret get-togethers have been happening for centuries. Even in the early days of the United States, former leaders would meet up to discuss politics, socialize, and unwind. Some of these events were formal, while others were much more casual affairs where the focus was on relaxing and having a good time. Take, for example, Franklin D. Roosevelt. He was known for hosting small, intimate gatherings with other powerful figures, including former presidents. These were not official meetings. They were more like social clubs where these leaders could share stories and offer advice. It's kind of like a reunion for people who've shared the same unique experience of being president. Over the years, these gatherings have become even more secretive. Former presidents and other powerful people now meet in more secluded locations, away from the public eye. They want privacy, and these events give them the chance to talk freely without worrying about what the press might say. So, while these gatherings are rooted in tradition, they've evolved over time. Today, they're still happening, but with a lot more mystery surrounding them, and that's part of what makes them so fascinating. Just knowing that these events exist is enough to get people wondering what really goes on behind closed doors. One of the most famous secret gatherings that former U.S. presidents have been a part of is the Bohemian Grove. If you've never heard of it, don't worry, you're not alone. Bohemian Grove is a private club located in a remote part of Northern California. Every summer, a group of powerful men, including former presidents, gather here for 2 weeks of relaxation, fun, and, well, some pretty unusual activities. Bohemian Grove is a very exclusive event. To be invited, you have to be someone with serious influence. It's not just politicians who attend. Business leaders, celebrities, and even artists are part of this group. It's like a mix of the most powerful people in America, all coming together in one place. And the security around this event is tight. No cameras, no reporters, no outsiders. What's really interesting about Bohemian Grove is the mix of activities that happen there. Yes, there are dinners and concerts, but there are also theatrical performances and even some strange rituals. One of the most famous is the cremation of care, a mock ceremony where members symbolically get rid of their worries in front of a giant stone owl. So, what actually happens at these secret presidential parties? While some of the activities might sound like something you'd find at any high society gathering, others are much more exclusive, and in some cases, downright unusual. First, let's talk about the normal stuff. At these parties, you'll find fancy dinners with gourmet food, live concerts, and plenty of opportunities for casual conversations. Former presidents and their guests spend time catching up, reminiscing about their time in office, and discussing the state of the world. It's a relaxed environment where they can just be themselves, away from the public eye. But then there are the other activities, things that you probably wouldn't expect. At events like Bohemian Grove, for example, there are elaborate theatrical performances where the attendees put on shows for each other. There are also some strange rituals, like the aforementioned cremation of care, which is basically a way for these powerful people to symbolically let go of their responsibilities and worries. It's also said that these parties are a place where important conversations happen, conversations that could have a big impact on the world. Some people believe that deals are made at these gatherings, and that these events are used as a way to influence global politics and business behind closed doors. But it's not all serious business. Many former presidents see these events as a chance to unwind and have a little fun. After years of constant pressure in the public eye, these parties give them the rare opportunity to relax with others who understand what it's like to hold such immense power. And because the guest list includes business leaders, celebrities, and other influential figures. The networking that happens at these parties is just as important as the fun. Some of the more famous attendees at these events include people like Henry Kissinger, one of the most influential political figures of the 20th century, and major Hollywood stars like Clint Eastwood. While we don't know exactly who's on the guest list for each event, we do know that it's made up of people who hold serious power and influence in the world. When you're dealing with a gathering of former presidents, world leaders, and powerful business figures, security is no joke. The level of protection at these secret parties is top-notch, and for good reason. These are people who are used to living under constant security, and their safety is a top priority. At events like Bohemian Grove, the Secret Service plays a huge role in making sure everything runs smoothly. They set up security perimeters around the event, monitor all entrances and exits, and keep a close eye on anyone who comes near the area. It's all done very discreetly, but make no mistake, no one gets in or out without being thoroughly vetted. The locations of these gatherings are also carefully chosen to ensure maximum privacy. Places like Bohemian Grove are remote, hidden away from the public, making it nearly impossible for outsiders to get a glimpse of what's going on. And with all the security measures in place, it's unlikely that anyone would be able to sneak in. Even inside the event, security remains tight. Attendees are not allowed to bring cameras or recording devices, and the entire event is designed to be as private as possible. This level of secrecy is part of what makes these gatherings so intriguing. Because so little information is allowed to leave, it's easy for rumors and conspiracy theories to spread. Even though these gatherings are supposed to be private and discreet, there have been moments where things didn't go as planned, and incidents made their way into public knowledge. One such event happened during a Bohemian Grove gathering in the 1970s, when former President Richard Nixon was in attendance. A leaked audio recording of Nixon speaking about the Bohemian Grove revealed his candid thoughts on the attendees and the event itself. He called it the most fucking faggy thing you could ever imagine, sparking controversy when the audio surfaced years later.
You know what's happening in San Francisco just gone. It's clear over. I know that, but it isn't just down in the ratty part of town now. But the upper class in San Francisco is that way. The Bohemian Grove that I attend from time to time, the Easterners and the others that come there. But it is the most faggy goddamn thing you will ever imagine in San Francisco crowd, because it's just terrible.
Another famous incident occurred during the presidency of Bill Clinton, who wasn't officially part of the Bohemian Grove, but was rumored to have connections with powerful people who attended. While Clinton himself didn't attend the event, there was speculation that deals were made at Bohemian Grove that eventually influenced policies during his administration. These rumors were fueled by the secrecy surrounding the gatherings, leading to widespread conspiracy theories about backroom political maneuvering. A more recent example involves George W. Bush and his ties to Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale University known for hosting future politicians and leaders.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go
I'm
wild.
sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322?
First of all, he's not the nominee. And, look, I look
Are
forward...
you prepared to lose?
No, I'm not going to lose.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code?
I wish there were some.
Bush's involvement in Skull and Bones, along with fellow members like John Kerry, led to speculations about the influence these secret societies have on the U.S. government. While Skull and Bones is separate from Bohemian Grove, the connection between powerful figures in both organizations has fueled rumors about private meetings and the potential shaping of political decisions in these secret gatherings. The secrecy surrounding these events has naturally given rise to numerous controversies. One of the biggest controversies involves the lack of transparency about what actually happens at gatherings like Bohemian Grove. The combination of political leaders, business tycoons, and celebrities in one place has led to a host of conspiracy theories. Many people believe that these gatherings are where backroom deals are made, deals that could influence major political and economic decisions worldwide. A well-known controversy involving Bohemian Grove came to light when investigative journalist Alex Jones infiltrated the event in the early 2000s and secretly recorded footage. Jones captured Cremation of Care, where participants symbolically burn an effigy to cast off their worries. While this ritual may seem harmless, it sparked outrage among conspiracy theorists, who saw it as evidence of something darker happening at Bohemian Grove. The footage fueled speculation that the club wasn't just a place to relax, but rather a site where the powerful conducted occult rituals. Another controversy surrounds the idea that deals influencing global politics and economics are struck at these secret gatherings. The public has long speculated that former presidents and business leaders use these events to discuss policies that affect the entire world, away from the prying eyes of the media. For example, some have speculated that the Iraq War, the 2008 financial crisis, and even environmental policies were influenced by discussions that took place in these private settings. If you enjoyed this dive into the secret world of presidential parties, make sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos.